Chapter 12. Sapius locutum, numquam me tequisse penitet. I have often regretted my speech, but never my silence. Publilius Syrus. The last time Anchises was at the grand house of Tiberius was after the dedication of the Temple of Mars Ultor in the Forum of Augustus. He had sung for Rome's elite in Tiberius's triclinium, and then again in the garden. Everyone had been smiling. Everyone had congratulated him on his performance. But he had been sick inside. Sick with worry and longing for Thracius. Sick with hunger and hopelessness, worn down by the chronic dread and despair that came with being owned by the abusive Sorin. Now, as the Empress once again led him into her son's triclinium, the faces that smiled at him seemed less threatening, more human. But they hadn't changed. He had. And it was all because of the priestess. He and Thracius had been reunited. They lived together in the comfortable slave quarters of the house of the Vestals, and although the priestess kept saying she would find them other accommodations, Anchises suspected she was in no hurry to do so. He had become her confidant, and both he and her freedman Anku were as protective of their Vestal as Vesta herself was of Rome. Thracius had as much purpose. When he wasn't being ambushed by the novice priestesses, he was teaching the soldiers that guarded the temple how to box. They thought of him as something of a sports legend. His burns may have made him less appealing to some women, but they had won him the machismo admiration of men. Even now, in the home of Caesar's heir, Thracius was surrounded by noblemen inspecting his scars, debating the merits of recent boxing matches in the amphitheatre, and asking his opinion on the best new boxers to bet on in Rome. While he did not box any longer, he remained a performance slave. Or perhaps celebrity slave was a more apt description. Either way, he and Anchises were the renowned Apollo's pair, and Priestess Pomponia knew that people wanted to see them together. In many ways...